Yeah, lights on the pavement, gleam, waving the lens so clean. City in the back while I chase big dreams, frequency high, that's a stay wavy thing. Ride with the vibe, let it roll like the tide, new scene every time.
Survivor Series War Games was absolute mid. The best match on Survivor Series was hands down the women's War Game match. Lash Legend, bro, she came out there like the female masked up Kane, bro. Like, the chick is tall. For those that don't know, Lash Legend is a former WNBA player, bro. This chick is very intimidating, bro. Number one, she's gorgeous. That's number one. But she's tall. She's extremely athletic. And, bro, she is such a vicious wrestler that it looks like everything she does in the ring is real, bro. Like, I was watching this match. I'm like, damn, Lash Legend, like, you got to chill out. Like, you might really injure one of these chicks in the match, bro. Like, every shot that she throws, every slam that she makes, bro, looks like it actually hurts, bro. Now, I don't know if maybe because she just moved up from NXT, right? Maybe she's actually, like, connecting on some of these hits. But either way, bro, this was pure cinema, bro. Lash Legend stole the show, bro. She's a beast. And she's so tall and athletic that she actually made Rhea Ripley look inferior to her. I've never seen this before, bro. I've never seen Rhea Ripley in the ring with another wrestler on the main roster, not even Nia Jax, and she looks inferior. Like, Lash Legend, bruh, was bigger and more intimidating than Rhea Ripley with the Batman mask on, bruh. Shout out to Lash Legend, bruh. I would love to see a one-on-one match between Lash Legend and Rhea Ripley. Pure cinema. We gotta see it, y'all. We gotta see Lash Legend have a one-on-one match with Rhea Ripley, bruh. So, long story short, the heels lose the match, okay? What you call it? Kairi Sane, or no, Asuka accidentally sprayed the mist in Lash Legend's eyes, which pretty much caused them to lose the match. Overall, this was a good match. I wasn't mad at this match at all. I just love the way that Lash Legend was. Like, bro, I keep talking about Lash Legend because she was the star of this match. She really was the star of Survivor Series as a whole. She stole the show, bro. After this match, she was the number 3 trending topic in America. Like, this chick was literally born to be a wrestler, bruh. Shout out to Triple H for moving her up to the main roster. I think she's going to end up being one of the best women's heels in WWE history if she's booked the right way. You know what I'm saying? She needs a championship belt ASAP. It looks like they're kind of positioning Lash Legend and Nia Jax to pretty much be tag team champions. I wouldn't be surprised if they take those tag team belts from the Kabuki Warriors. I wouldn't be surprised at all, right? So let's move on, right? We're not going to talk about every match, right? So the John Cena and Dominic Mysterio match, long story short, Liv Morgan came back early from her shoulder injury. She pretty much like acted like she was going to help John Cena retain. She jumped on John Cena like she was her girl, like she was John Cena's girlfriend or something like that. And she snaked John Cena, right? Kicked him in his nuts. Dominic Mysterio ends up doing the frog splash or whatever. Dominic Mysterio gets his belt back. Who cares, right? Next, we had the most boring match on the card. And I hate to say this because Stephanie Vaquer, while she was in NXT, was my favorite female wrestler, like out of like whether it's main roster, NXT. Stephanie Vaquer was my favorite female wrestler when she was on NXT. But ever since she moved up to the main roster, bro, I don't know what it is. Her matches have been extremely boring. Somebody's got to say it. Maybe it's because Booker T is no longer the announcer when she wrestles and he's not doing the yeah. I don't know what it is, guys, but we got to be honest. Stephanie Vaquer's championship reign so far has been mid. And this is what happens when you rush talent up to the main roster. For those that don't know, Stephanie Vaquer, she was only signed to NXT for a couple of months. I think she was on NXT for about 5 or 6 months. There was no need to rush her and move her up to the main roster. She had like 2 or 3 belts at the same time on NXT. She was dominating, right? Her popularity was rising week after week. And Triple H decided to move her up. And since she's moved up, her matches haven't been good, okay? She looks a lot slower. She's been botching. We got to call her what it is. She's been botching. You know what I'm saying? And her matches are an absolute snooze fest. And I'm going to be honest with y'all, man. If this continues, she needs to lose that title. Now, I do have a theory. I think while Stephanie Vaquer was wrestling Raquel Rodriguez like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I think Stephanie Vaquer injured her knee. She botched the move where she was supposed to pretty much jump off the rope and pretty much just throw her body into Raquel Rodriguez. And I noticed that she like was holding on to her knee as if she pulled it. And I kind of think that Stephanie Vaquer is currently wrestling through a knee injury, guys. And if that's the case, then I take back everything I said. Just the fact that she's continuing to wrestle with that injured knee, if that's the case, she gets a pass. But if that's not the case, bro, she has not looked the same on the main roster. And this is what happens when you over-rush and you don't properly develop talent on NXT. There's guys in NXT that's ready to go, right? I think Jordynne Grace should have moved up to the main roster before Stephanie Vaquer. She's ready. Right? Trick Williams, ready. Javon Evans, ready. Obafemi, ready. Ricky Saints, ready. Stephanie Vaquer, not ready. They should have let her stay on NXT at least until 2026 at least, right? So let's move on to the main event, right? And by the way, guys, I know a lot of you are here because you want to know who the masked man is. I have a good idea of who the masked hooded guy is, right? But let's start off talking about the match as a whole, right? When Roman Reigns came out. Roman Reigns was the last guy to come out in the War Games match for the main event, right? When he came out to that ring and Brock Lesnar walked out of the ring and stood outside the ring waiting for Roman Reigns, bruh. That was pure cinema. This is what happens when you have guys that see, these guys actually look like wrestlers. That's why I was so excited to see this, because Brock Lesnar is a tank, right? He looks like he's juiced to the gills. And Roman Reigns looks like, you know what I'm saying? Looks like a Greek god. Let's just call it what it is. Like, both of these dudes actually look like warriors. They look like wrestlers, right? So Roman Reigns runs down. He Superman punches Brock Lesnar 3 times in a row. When he tried to go for the 4th attempt, Brock Lesnar countered it by pretty much doing the F1 onto the announce table, right? And I'm not going to lie, bruh. Brock Lesnar looked like he was trying to injure Roman Reigns. But somebody got to say it, bro. Brock Lesnar, he's been known to, you know what I'm saying? He's been known to hurt people in the ring, bro. And he looked like he was trying to hurt Roman Reigns, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was throwing Roman Reigns into the cage face first, threw Roman Reigns into the steel stairs, bro. This was awesome. You know what I'm saying? Long story short, guys, like Triple H always does, for those that don't know, bro, every time the ratings go down on Raw and SmackDown and there's an upcoming PLE, it's guaranteed for Triple H to have a surprise in the main event, right? Like, let's be honest. We all knew that somebody was going to come out and interrupt this match. Now, surprisingly, right, a guy comes out to the ring. He's wearing a mask. He's wearing a hoodie. And he pretty much pretended to be Seth Rollins, right? Now, the reason why we know for a fact that this guy in the hoodie and the mask was not Seth Rollins is because this dude was absolutely jacked, okay? You could, like, the fact that he was wearing a black hoodie and you can see his back muscles and his arm muscles through the black hoodie, we know for a fact that wasn't Seth Rollins, right? Seth Rollins is athletic, but Seth Rollins is not that muscular. So we know for a fact it's not Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins obviously just had surgery, so he's recovering. He won't be back until next year, okay? So the guy pretty much climbs over the top of the ring, gets into the ring. He hits the Seth Rollins finisher, the A-Town Stomp, you know what I'm saying? And he pretty much helps the heels win this match, okay? Now, there's only 2 people that this could be, like the masked guy could be, right? I'm going to give you guys who most people think it is. This is not who I think it is, but most people believe that this is Austin Theory. We've been hearing rumors for months that this guy, Austin Theory, is supposed to join the division. We've been hearing this rumor for the past 3-4 months. Let's just call it what it is, right? Austin Theory has not been around. He wasn't active on the roster for months now. And listen, most people think it's Austin Theory. I disagree. And maybe this is because the person that I think it is, this is who I want it to be. Because this guy, there's no reason why this guy should still be on NXT. He's in his early 30s. He cut a promo with The Undertaker on NXT. That was phenomenal. His current fiance just had her first PLE on the main roster, Last Legend. So people think it's Austin Theory. I think and I hope that the masked man that was wearing the black hoodie with the black mask is whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Hey, whoop that trick. Hey, I think it's Trick Williams, man. I think it's Trick Williams. I want it to be Trick Williams because Trick Williams, he should have already been moved up to the main roster months ago, okay? He won the TNA championship. He won the NXT championship. You know what I'm saying? He just got an NXT title shot against Ricky Saints like 3 times in a row. He lost 3 times in a row. There is literally nothing left for Trick Williams to do on NXT. Literally nothing. Trick Williams is like 31, 32 years old, okay? Trick Williams needs to be on the main roster ASAP. And what better way to put him on the main roster than to have his fiance steal the show tonight, which she did. Shout out to Last Legend. And why not have Trick Williams join the Vision? You know Brock Lesnar is only a part-time wrestler. He's not going to show up on a week-to-week basis. Trick Williams can show up on a week-to-week basis. Trick Williams can pretty much fill that spot now that Seth Rollins is no longer going to be in the Vision. Even when he comes back, Paul Heyman, Bron Breakker, Bronny James, LeBron James, right? They turned their back on Seth Rollins. We know whenever Seth Rollins heals from that injury, he will not be joining the Vision and he will not be working with Paul Heyman, Bron Breakker, or Bronson Reed. So think about this, guys. The Vision, when you look at the Vision, everybody in the Vision right now is young. Logan Paul, he's young. I think Logan Paul's in his late 20s, early 30s, right? Bron Breakker's in his 20s. Bronson Reed is a little bit older, right? But why not have Trick Williams join the Vision? This would be an incredible way to move Trick Williams up to the main roster, and you automatically place him in the main event picture. You know what I'm saying? And also, when I was watching this live, right, I was paying very close attention to the hoodie, right? If you look at the hoodie part where the head is, guys, it looks like the guy that was in the mask with the hoodie on, it looks like he has dreadlocks, okay? Maybe my eyes are playing tricks on me. Maybe I'm just reaching, but I even went on Twitter and I pulled up a screenshot of the hooded man and I said, you know what? It looks like the dude has dreads. So if that's the case, it has to be Trick Williams, okay? I think it's Trick Williams. I hope it's Trick Williams. And I think that if this is Trick Williams, we got to give credit to Triple H, okay? Because what we've seen so far from Triple H is he doesn't know how to develop young talent. Think about it. Like, when you look at all of the young talent on the main roster, look what's going on with Carmelo Hayes, right? If this is Trick Williams, that's the hooded guy, then shout out to Triple H. I will never bash you again because Trick Williams is my favorite young wrestler in the WWE right now, bruh. And I think that'll be a great look for Trick Williams, man. So we'll see what happens on Monday Night Raw. I just hate the fact that they didn't reveal who the guy was, man. The fact that we have to wait, the fact that it's only Saturday and we have to wait another 48 hours to find out who the masked man with the black hoodie on is. And by the way, when the guy first came out, who else thought that this was R-Truth? Because the only other person we seen do that recently was R-Truth, right? When R-Truth turned heel, that's what I thought at first. I was like, maybe that's R-Truth, right? But I was like, nah, it's not R-Truth, right? You know, John Cena's not in the match. There's no way it's R-Truth. So it's either Austin Theory or it's Trick Williams, man. I just hate the fact that we got to wait until Raw to find out. But that's pretty much the Survivor Series review, man. Let me know what you guys thought about the PLE. I think this is the worst Survivor Series War Games of all time. Like I said, the only good match was the Women's War Games match. Everything else was mid. Everything else was mid, bro. The John Cena Dominic Mysterio match, I'm not going to say it was trash, but it was mid. It was mid. The men's main event was trash. You know what I'm saying? The only reason why people might say they like the men's War Game match is because we don't know who the guy in the hoodie was. That's it. That's the only reason why some people would say, oh, the main event was okay. No, it was trash. So with that being said, man, it's your boy Wavy, StayWavyTV. Make sure y'all subscribe, thumbs up the video, share the video, and let me know who you guys think is the hooded dude. Let me know in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching. It's your boy Wavy. I'm out.
Yeah. Welcome to the vibe. Stay wavy in the mix. Got the culture on the rise. Tap in, hit subscribe, ring that bell, let it ride. We gon' surf through the trends, give you game every time. Reviews, new views, keep it honest, never fake. If you're looking for the wave, this is the channel you embrace. Stay